Yeah, you're first. Yep. First one, second one. Yeah, that is nice. That cliff jump I went to. That was all the way in Mount Rushmore. I was looking it up. I was like, I want to find a place to go swimming, find a cliff jump, and I went over there. It was pretty cool. I met with some Russian dudes, and they were cooking some food, and I was joining in. It was pretty cool there. It's not too bad. Cookie crumbs in my bed. Yeah, I would eat the cookie crumbs in there too if I was eating that. Landed weird, hurt his back. Yeah, you gotta be careful. That's for sure. There was a time where, like in my hometown, there's a place where, like 20 minutes from my house, and I used to hang out and smoke weed with them, like from my high school. And then, like a couple years later, I went there again. The water was shallow, and I was dumb, and I decided I want to jump this thing. It was like a 60-foot one, and I jumped. I hurt my fucking heel. It was I was kind of lucky that uh I didn't land in another spot, you know. So it's you gotta be careful when you're doing that because you don't know how deep the water is. Like I didn't jump that cliff jump until I saw the Russian dude did it, basically. So yeah, there's I mean I guess like the Russian dudes I met they are pretty chill I guess. The ones that I talked to they were pretty cool I guess there. We had like good conversations and stuff. Just be a hard worker. You guys do it, sit in your bed all day and just talking to doomers and black pillars online. It's just bullshit. I don't do that. Google watching me goon through my phone. Yeah, you're gonna have Google cock blocking your sessions. I bet Google definitely did that a lot of times with me. Back or hip. Yeah. There's this one time I heard like that spot I was talking about earlier where I jumped a 60-foot one. There was a guy that did like a front flip and he landed on his head. He had a concussion. So it's like if you're doing like tricks and stuff, you really gotta land good. You can't fuck up really. You could speak some Russian. Yeah, Russian's a hard language to learn, I heard. That's not easy. Be kind of nice to learn that, you know? Yeah, imagine that. Imagine if that girl, like, at that bar, like, she, like, saw me with that. she's like, she's like, why are you staring? That's a little weird, though. Being a little too perverted, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you might just have to rub it off when you're stressed out, you know? That's or boredom. That's usually kind of like me, you know? You imagine things or you just want to watch something, you know? It's like that. Hey, I can't believe it's already Sunday already. That's insane. I mean, I kind of want it to be kind of quick. Get to try Minnesota out, I guess, because that's kind of worth it, you know? Yeah, I agree. Yep. Yeah, there's dudes that'll be lonely for a long time. Yep. I agree, man. Yeah. And there's other dudes that get women like instantly, you know? It's all on the black pill, you know, basically. Nah, I don't speak another language. I guess I know a tiny bit of Spanish, like some words, but I'm not like fluent with like other languages though. Just know English, that's it. Yeah, socializing's part of the black pill also, but I mean, I think women go by looks first. That's what they see, and then they check how you socialize and stuff like that. If you're neurodivergent, a good-looking guy, you may have more luck than a neurotypical guy. It's lower with looks, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'll go on and on with that scenario, you know. Yeah, it's unfortunate that this life isn't fair. That's the truth, you know. Looks and money. Yep, status is. I think that's a big thing in the black pill. Money, like financial status, social status. That's big. Social status isn't as much when you're older though. It's mostly financial. It's like your looks, and then it's like your social skills and stuff like that, and then it's like your status, and then your personality just doesn't matter, you know. I guess. Yeah, it's got the wig man. Yeah, sometimes you need that one dude to help you out, you know. It helps you get in the door. That's why a lot of dudes try to get the wingman, you know. Yeah, pigs are judged. Yep. Yeah, I guess so, you know. I mean, I guess there's a lot of dudes that can be cooked, you know. And then it's worse the older you get because looks fade, you know. It's even worse for dudes that are don't have the looks and their looks getting worse when they're older because that's what happens. It's a little different for a decent looking guy when his looks fade, you know, because he already has all that before. So yeah, it's pretty brutal, I guess, you know. Definitely your wig man. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta have that wingman to help you out those places. You approached a guy, you said? No, I mean, I guess if I want a cigarette, I see a dude smoking, I'll smoke a cigarette and we'll have conversations, you know? Sometimes I'll talk to random dudes and just kind of have conversations with them, you know? If you make a girl laugh, you're halfway there. Yeah, I think the girl finds the dude attractive first with the looks, and then she's already into the guy, like making her laugh. You know, that's what it is. I think. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like money is it's a big thing in this world. You know, if you have a lot of money, you get so-called respected. But I think the problem is like people use you for money. People aren't really genuine with you like that because they you're like that person that can get them to the door in ways, you know. That's the problem with that. People get used if they have a lot of money. And a lot of them get hated on too. A lot of especially like a good looking dude or Someone that has money or even like good socially, like they get hated on, you know. So they get more jealousy. That's what it is. Yeah, people go by money too much, man. People that are like that, it's not worth hanging out with them. They're about status all the time, you know? It just shows you society worships money and puts others down. Yep, yeah, that's basically it, unfortunately, you know? No, I'm not attracted to men. No. But wealth succeeds everything in the game of intimacy. Yeah, I guess it does, you know? But the thing is, like, if the girl's only there for your money, she's not really there genuinely for you, you know? Like, looks wise. It's about status, I guess. Hmm, that's interesting. Yeah, it's good that guy's a good friend that defended you in front of those other normies, you know? That's when, you know, that's a good friend right there. Yeah, yep. Money is a big thing in the black pill, that's for sure. Status is big. They extended his prison sentence. What did he do, if you don't mind me asking? Damn. Yeah, that's not good. Damn. Yeah, that's serious, I'll say. That's not. I'll say that's not cool what he did. That's for sure. Holding a kid captive is something. Wait, what that was saying? Yeah, captive. Yeah, that is fucked up. I feel like he needs more years. I don't know. Man, is I don't know. That's how I feel about that. Yeah, it needs to stay. Yeah, that's too fucked up to leave like that, you know? Yeah. That three strike law in Ohio. Yeah, that's what happens. Yep. Yeah, he's gone. Seems like he's behind bars for a while. I heard Texas has that law too, three strike law. Pretty sure. Go live with Tony soon. Yeah, I'm down. Like, he need we if he emails me, we can set something up. I'm down for it. You know, I'm down to talk to Anthony again. Yeah, yeah, but even though he changed, I feel like I feel like he needs to stay behind bars. I don't know. That's pretty bad. That kid's got PTSD for the rest of its life. You know, the kid never asked to be born to be held captive like that. You know. Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of understand that guy. He probably wanted money. He wanted this shit, but feel like all that other stuff's unnecessary for another person, you know? Yeah. Kid will be messed up mentally, right? Kid will be having PTSD, probably have problems, and probably just have, probably be struggling throughout its life in a way, you know? Yeah. I mean, I get that. That's your friend, right? Like, you, like before he did that, he seemed cool, you know, and then you didn't realize he would do such a terrible thing. I guess I kind of get it, you know. There's a coworker of mine. He was telling. I don't get why he would tell this personal story, but he was telling me that he was driving a car at 13 years old and he killed somebody, and now he somehow didn't get in trouble like behind bars, and he's paying a bunch of debt with the court, and it's just crazy, man. That stuff. Nah, I don't. I don't ever really play. I don't really play a lot of video games, really. So, is it uh, is it something I can get on the PS Plus or something? Maybe I'll play it. Yeah, yeah. Getting robbed isn't good, you know. Or robbing somebody. I guess it takes like something that happened to you, I guess, and you're like, yeah, that ain't worth doing all that, you know? Yeah, yep, that's how it is in this life. Yep, it's an endless cycle. You bring kids and they do some fucked up shit and they affect the other person, right? Racist friend and how his friend kept that kid captive. Now that kid has problems, you know? It just creates more shit and then say that kid that was traumatized as a kid and it's just then that kid has problems also because maybe the father um, was abusive and because of like the past traumas, you know, never ends, you know. An adult, yeah, I think it was. I forget who he killed, but it was a hit and run. It was. I don't think it was a hit and run. I think he just accidentally killed somebody when he was driving. It was weird. Do I enjoy my landscaping job? I wouldn't say I enjoy it. It's just I've done it all my life. I kind of tolerate it. So I've done landscaping since I was young. I kind of my dad never really taught me like the equipment really, which was really annoying me. I had to learn from other people, but I always had to do labor, and that's all I kind of know. I always did manual labor type of shit. I kind of grew up kind of doing yard work all the fucking time, you know. I don't know. I just don't play that much video games. I'm just not a big gamer. Yeah, I'll check it out. Let me find. Yeah, I'll check it out. Let's see. One of these days, I'll play. I mean, I don't dislike video games. I just kind of sometimes I get kind of bored. Some of them. I have to find a good game that gets me going. You know, just haven't really played. Nah, I don't really. I don't really care about the GTA that much, really. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Gaming's a good cope for people. Would you fight if you had to? I guess so. I mean, I guess since my survival instinct, I guess I don't want to die a painful death. I guess I would have to. Something like that. What's up, couple of beers? What's going on? Yeah, I agree. This life is fucking shit in a way. Got back from buying groceries. Yeah, I gotta do that soon too. Probably once my car is all good and ready to go. I'm ready to just go to the grocery store, get a couple things. I do a lot more than like planting. I do hardscaping. I kind of do pavers and I do retaining walls. I do a lot of maintenance, like picking weeds and cutting grass and what's the other things I do. Do a lot of soft scaping, kind of put mulch down and put like river rock down for their beds or I would do like other stuff like gutter cleaning or shit like that, kind of. Like it's like a bunch of things landscaping. Nah, I don't watch a lot of TV or movies. I used to watch more movies when I was younger, but I don't really watch them that much anymore. TV, not as much. I mostly kind of watch YouTube more, I guess. What's the triple A and what's that? Nah, I was never into Fortnite. My brothers were. My one brother played in a tournament one time and he won $100. He was actually pretty good on the mouse and keyboard. I'll meet you there. You better be there then. Yeah, it's crazy how GTA keeps postponing their shit, I guess. I kind of liked Battlefield 1, though. Battlefield 1 was good. Yeah, I don't know too much about Battlefield 6. I have to see the trailer, some gameplay, have an opinion on it. Going to the store. Yeah, I don't blame you. Need to re up on your food. Gotta maintain that body, I guess, right? Yeah, I guess that's one thing I kind of like is mowing lawns. Kind of riding a turn mower or like a walk behind, and it's kind of peaceful when you're doing it by yourself. But when you're working with people, it sucks. They always want it a certain way. They nitpick you. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, it's the only one thing I like landscaping more is the cutting grass. But a lot of times, if you want to try to start your own thing, it's actually hard to make money on that. You have to do variety. You have to like hustle hard on that too. Cut the grass super fast, and you gotta have like more customers. It's just all that stuff. Yeah, yep. Yeah, people don't want to talk about that part of the human experience, like having paranoia, depression, manic episodes. Yep, all those things. Yep, that's true, man. Yeah, I don't like people that talk loud constantly either. I mean, I guess if you're at a loud place like a bar or something or somewhere public, I guess that makes sense because you wanna make sure that they hear you. But if they do it in a place where it's like not loud environment and they're just obnoxious, that's annoying. No Nut November. Guess I'll do that challenge. I guess I'll do the No Shave November. So yeah, yeah. I guess you can't have the good without the bad either. Sometimes the bad impacts you more than the good, which just kind of sucks. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, I think that way too. PS2 console? Yeah, PS2 is nice. I think my brother has the PS2 that I grew up with, and he plays on it. Kind of nice. I only have the PS5 here, so. Thank Gorilla Bear Tech. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, the zero turn mowers. Yeah, they're nice. I like the I don't know if you like know mowers like that, but I like the X Mark. They're pretty cool. Easy to use. You sit down. It's it's just it's like relaxing in a way, you know. Convert a lawnmower to a motorbike. Yeah, you take the parts out. You definitely can do that, I guess. You know. Yeah, I like living alone. It feels better than living with my dad. 100%. I guess I guess that's one thing I kind of regret in my 20s was trying to help my dad with his business and trying to make it work when it really didn't. Just kind of I wasted my time. I should have right when I dropped out of college. I should have just got a job and moved out, you know. But I didn't because I was very hopeless. I didn't know what to do with my life. The cost of living was high still in my early 20s too, so just I felt fucked, you know. So it really affected me, and I thought the only way to make decent money was work with my dad, you know. But that never worked because he was always screaming and yelling. He's never really want to teach me shit. He would hire illegal immigrants at times. He would hire drug addicts, you know. I mean, yeah, not all the people he had there were bad, but it's just there was ones that were kind of fucking with me at the job working while I was working with my dad. The co-workers, I guess. It's just I didn't like it, you know. Kind of feels good that I'm out and my dad doesn't affect my bipolar disorder no more. My dad stresses me out, makes me worse, you know. And now since I'm alone, I like if I feel stressed out, I don't want it to give me an episode, so it helps me calm down when I'm alone and I'm kind of more at peace in a way, you know. Make it helps me kind of regulate them better. Yeah, yeah, more heads to feed. Yep. Yeah, living alone's better. No, I'm not starting my own business in landscaping. I ain't doing that. That shit's hard to do, to be honest with you. It's not easy. You're competing with a lot of others, and yeah, I guess it can be lucrative, but it's you're competing with a lot of people in landscaping. Like all you could just get a truck, like a weed whacker and a push mower and like a leaf blower. You know, it's just it's not easy. Like it was only easy for me like to know all that stuff. Is I worked with my dad. You know, he I grew up around that. Like if I wanted to do that on my own, it was just it wouldn't be easy like that. I mean, it obviously wasn't easy with my dad's. He made it very difficult for me. So yeah, yep, they bump heads. Yep, yeah. I don't get along with my dad at all anymore. I lost a lot of respect for him for what he done. You know, astral project. That's like me when I finish. I go in astral projection. Dreamcast? Yeah, I never played the Dreamcast. It'd be kind of interesting if I ever played that. Yeah, it does have plenty of play, like the PS Plus and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think it's the best console in PlayStation history, though. Yeah, that would be crazy. that conversion. Yeah, that's fucked up. The parents are like too strict with their kids, and they need to let them go and be independent. When they want to. Can't get your CDL. It's kind of weird. Like my one boss is trying to make me get my CDL, and I don't know if it's that drug failing that drug test incident is on my DAC report. So I guess I have to figure out, like, do the test and they go through my background. I just hope it's okay. I kind of have to get lucky with this one if I want to. Because here it's like strict when you're hauling a trailer. Like, I know how to do it, like, pretty good. It's just, I don't have that CDL to haul it. So they want you to have it. And, like, if in Pennsylvania, it's like the weight they go by. Here, it's like whatever you're carrying, they think it's like over this certain weight. So yeah, that shit's toxic when parents yell and they're screaming. They can't regulate their emotions. I'm not the best with that either. I'm not trying to say I'm emotionally intelligent because that's a struggle I have. But my dad really triggers it on me. Just I can't stand it. Yeah, I can't stand the coworkers either. It's just like you get introduced to gossip, drama, all kinds of shit, basically. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's like your mind is telling you something. I guess when you're going through that. Yeah, I guess I kind of had an astral projection moment, I guess. Like when I'm lucid dreaming, feels like I'm like in third person. Yeah, yep. That's true. And that's why it always feels like a scam. Like putting money in retirement or your money going to Social Security because it's not guaranteed you'll retire successfully and you'll receive that when you're retired. That's what's crazy about that. Do I hate living or not that much? Yeah, there's times when I don't like to live, man. Trust me, I don't. But I guess there's some things I like about life. But it's like what I said before. If I had the choice of being born, I would say no, basically. It's not worth it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I try not to hate my dad, I guess, but I don't like him. I just don't like him no more. That's like with me, but you're entitled to not like your parents. You don't need to like them if you don't want to. Yeah, trucking can suck. Not all trucking jobs pay well either. You know, like you have to sacrifice a year trucking, and it could be very stressful, and you're hauling like thousands of pounds, and you sacrifice, you can get more opportunities, but it's not easy. Yeah, that's why I chose to live up here because if I decided to live in Pennsylvania, even though I would have more savings, right? I would have to live with roommates, and that would suck dick. Like I lived with roommates last year, and I lived in a slum, so it was very bad. It was such a bad experience. Like I didn't want that again. Yeah, they do feel real. I still get them at times. Yeah, I'd rather be living alone than living with a bunch of fake roommates. Yeah, magical. Yeah, I guess it can feel that way. Yeah, I don't like fucking working like that too, man. Like the wage slave shit. Fucking sucks. It's like there is to life, you know. Yeah. I feel that way at times too, where I feel like I want to do whatever. You never have to be born, so you should feel that way, but people think that you owe them something. I don't know. Yeah, I believe it, man. Most roommates aren't good roommates. It seems like. I remember on my old channel I'll talk about like how my roommate stole my chicken. And I had to fucking confront him about it. I was like, "You gotta fucking do that again. There's gonna be a problem." He got scared, I guess. You know. Yeah, it is peaceful, living alone. You can cook in peace. You can sleep in peace. Everything. I guess that's what's good about me living here. I'm more at peace in a way. Feel disrupted. Like I remember my one roommate, like the walls weren't like soundproof really, and I would hear my roommate fucking his girl all the fucking time, and it was just disturbing and just kind of that's such a hard time sleeping. Like Race knows, like he was hearing that when I was telling him on the Discord or YouTube, you know. Yeah, I feel outcasted in this life too. Especially like with my thoughts and stuff, you know. Verbally abusive and manipulative. Yeah, those roommates are bad also. Those are shit ones. Yeah, yep. I don't really have people for my birthday this year. That's why I guess I try to do things by myself, you know? That's kind of what I do, I guess. A polar bear? Damn, that would be kind of scary seeing that in a lucid dream, you know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's hard to get along with strangers, that's for sure. 'Cause you don't really know them like that. Yeah, drama every day. Yep, that's what was happening last year. Always alone? I guess not always. I mean, I guess I could go back to my hometown, visit, and hang out with my one friend and my brothers and stuff. So I guess I do have some people I can hang out with that know me for a long time, you know. Yeah, they are terrible. I mean, I'll admit I wasn't a good roommate in college. There was one time where my one roommate was like he was saying like you can drink some of this alcohol and I didn't listen. I fucking drank the whole thing. I was fucking hammered. And then I was passed the fuck out of my bed and then I was drooling and basically my one roommate uh he was fucking so pissed off. He was yelling and he was saying, "Who drank all my alcohol? Who did this shit? I'm gonna beat you the fuck up or something." And then I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then I kind of felt bad, and I was saying, I can buy you the alcohol. It's only $10, and I'm sorry, man. I was drunk, you know." And that was that. And he kind of felt weird with me the whole time I was living with him that semester. But then the next semester he left. He moved to Texas or something. So it was a different situation, I guess. Yeah. I think being alone's different than being lonely. I think the lonely shit sucks. Being alone better, I think. Yeah, you don't deserve that pain, Arthur. You don't deserve that or ask for that. Yeah, he's real. Yeah, when they recognize you, they would be real, you know? Big turds in the toilet. Yeah, I had that shit. I had that shit last year with my roommates. They wouldn't clean up the kitchen. There was mice everywhere, flies all over the counters and stuff. They weren't cleaning up the bathroom. It's just disgusting, you know? Yeah, exactly. I was so drunk to the point I was like I'm drinking all this, you know. That was some good shit. Like I remember I went out alone. I went to some random party somehow. I don't know how I fucking went in. I fucking danced with these two girls. I guess they were into me. Nothing happened with them though. And all of a sudden, some dude got mad. He was asking me, "Where? How'd you get here? Who are you?" And I was like, I told him my name. I was like, I was invited here. I lied, and I forget what happened then. And then that's how I went in bed and I passed out and I heard him yelling. So weird. That was weird that night. Kind of remember that a little bit. Some people just don't know how to live. Yeah, they don't know how to live at all. They just want to make things like a huge issue, you know? Yeah, I'll admit I wasn't a good roommate though in college, that's for sure. I remember I used to steal cigarettes from my one roommate. That was the same place where that one roommate got mad at me, but I was doing it to the other roommate. Not a good roommate. Yeah. Sometimes I think when you interact with people at the bar, they're never your friends. It's like coworkers. They're not your friends. They're just when you're there, they're kind of like you're like acquaintances, and they're using you for something, or they kind of that's all it is. Yeah, people can be gross, pretty much. Yeah, probably gonna go to bed soon. You know what's funny, Race? Like when I was at that bar, there's people wearing that shit, like cowboy hats and boots. So weird, you know. Yes, it's Halloween, but I mean, I seen that shit when it wasn't Halloween since living here. Guess that's how it is in the Midwest or something. Oh damn. Yeah, that sucks. They had to deal with a roommate like that. Yeah, hard to deal with when you're living with those type of roommates. Yeah, cowboy vibe. Yep, I saw that shit there. It's kind of funny. I saw a couple people like that, I think. I mean, I'm not surprised here. It's kind of pretty country here a little bit. Yeah, I heard of Andrew Jackson. Yeah, I don't know if I heard about that though. I'm not sure. I guess that's pretty interesting, I guess. Yeah, last night was pretty good, I'll say. I think last night was a little better than tonight, I guess. I'm not going there again though. I'm not really crazy about the nightlife here that much. The people are kind of like I said before earlier, they're kind of clicky. They're with their friends all the time, and a lot of them don't seem to want to meet new people or something. It seems like everyone knows each other all the fucking time. Uh, Music's a hit or miss. Like yesterday was good, today was kind of shit. um, yeah, it's just I guess I'm used to like other ones I've been to that were better, but I'm just not a fan of this one that much. Epstein, I guess he kind of does. We'll check it out. Arizona's like that. Yeah, I feel like that's everywhere though too. Like if you're in a town, it's like local, but yeah, I can see that too. I remember even in my hometown, there was a bar I would go to in my early 20s, and obviously there was a bunch of people from my high school I would know, and I would kind of do the same, talk to them, and all that other stuff. Yeah, true. People should be acting like him right now. World's fucking hectic. Yeah, it is hard. I mean, I guess like you're not entitled to be friends with people, but it's just it's kind of weird when you're at a bar. It feels like people should be that way. People should be willing to interact with different people. And especially if someone's single, right? They're willing to get with somebody there, but it's not like that, I guess. Yeah, I remember Anthony talking about that. He's having trouble over there in Arizona. It's probably what a couple of beers said. They're probably clicky. They're always with the friends. They know each other and stuff. Not easy, I guess. That's why I liked Miami. That was a cool one because most people were single. People were willing to talk to you. It was a little different than like this one I went to, and I'll say even like my hometown. I think if you're in a bigger metro, it's more into the nightlife scene. You're gonna see more singles and more people willing to talk and stuff. Like I had that here too, but it's not that much. It's like very few, kind of. Yeah, make sure they're good influences. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if Anthony went and met up with you, Race. You guys are pretty tight too. I wouldn't mind joining in with you guys too up there in Ohio. Sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, it kind of does, to be honest. Yeah, yeah, that wouldn't be good, really. I agree, man. It's the same here, there too. Yeah, I guess if you grew up there, you kind of see more of it. I guess it makes sense. You see more people that you recognize. They're all in their groups and stuff. That's true. I mean, I guess I went. There's one time I went to Brickell. I went to a couple places there, and that place there seemed more clicky compared to this other place I went to, like Club Space, and what was another one? 11 was better. I guess it depends. It's like you kind of have to get lucky a little bit. Moved to Europe. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. I liked Spain. That was cool. I guess the only problem with Spain is like the high taxes and how there's people out there that are struggling, like uh, with the housing or something. I guess that's the only problem. And even though like Spain has like better work life balance, you have uh, more time off compared to the U.S. Right? So they people in Barcelona think that the tourists are the problem. They think that they're causing the economy to get worse when that's actually not true. The tourists actually make the money in that country. It's just the government's fucking shit over there or something. Cayuga? What's that? Is that in Ohio somewhere? Oh, you said that Ohio's the best women? Maybe I'll go move over there after my lease. Sounds true. Seem more open. Yeah, I think they have a different. I guess they're different than the U.S. in a way, but I guess when I went to Spain, I did meet with girls in the U.K. They did seem stuck up though. Some of them are not willing to be open like that, but it seems like most of them are though, from my experience, I guess. Yeah, he's back home. Yep, he's he's doing another trucking job. He got it somehow, and he's thinking about quitting that one because he don't like it. And he's trying to go back to Honduras to try to get with some girl there, close to Cleveland. That sounds pretty cool. Is it a lot of nature or something? I guess so. Yeah, do a voice impression. Tag me in. And I'll let you know about it. Give me a link to the Tony the Tiger and Savvy guy. That'd be kind of funny as shit. Oh man, Croatia. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that a lot on Discord. Seems like it's like a cool place to go to. Hmm. Yeah, you guys got a lot of good nature over there in Ohio. Makes me want to try that out too. Guys have obviously way more variety in South Dakota too. Be more of my area. I would lean to. Yeah, I've been watching him dancing too. It's funny. He's pretty good though. Kind of cool if he turn up the music while he's doing that, but he doesn't want to get copyright. uh, Damn, 33,000 acres? That's huge. That's a big one. That has to be like the whole state. Damn. All right. Yeah, I mean, if you do that video tomorrow, the impersonation, I'll give you my 2 cents on it. uh, Remember T Sizzle would do that. That shit was funny. He should do that on his new channel. You could do the um impersonating the anti-nihilist or something. Those were funny fucking videos he made. Yeah, Dark Endless Pit was telling me about that. He was in Poland. He was saying how more attractive the women are compared to the U.S. They look good too. He was showing me. Stretches from Cleveland to Akron. That's pretty big, I'll say. That's a big distance right there. Yeah, that's big, race. I need to check that pork out, I guess. I wish I could check everything out, but unfortunately, you need all this money to do it. Kind of cool to see. What time is it now? Okay. Yeah, yep. Digital number on the screen. Yeah, I agree. Some bullshit. What's up, Portality again? What's going on, man? Where's Edwin? Yeah, that's a good question. Where is he? He's usually on here. He's always asking me when you streaming. Kind of surprised he's not on here. Maybe he's sleeping or something. I don't know. uh, yeah, yeah. I guess like if you're capable of saving the money, you definitely could. You know, definitely could fucking see more shit. I think it's worth experiencing stuff. I think experiencing things is better than being materialistic, in my opinion. Yeah, there's a train. Yep, there's a train that's pretty close from me. Yeah, you know Edwin. Yeah, he's all over the place on YouTube. Yeah, Thomas Price. Who's that? Yeah, Edwin's in a helicopter, fucking shooting down some enemies. Nah, it doesn't disturb my sleep. I grew up uh by a train anyways, by at my dad's house. I remember in my old videos I would have the train running all the fucking time. Rails Ramp Man. Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah, I liked him on the Discord, but I'm not crazy about him no more because of what he's done, you know, to like other people online. It's just, it's unfortunate how he got like that. Like, I like his videos. I think he has a lot of things that he has to offer, but I think putting others down and stuff isn't cool, you know. So it's unfortunate. I like Tom too. Yeah, I like Mr. Antinales too. It'd be kind of cool if be cool if he was on YouTube again. I mean, he never personally watched my videos that much. I've watched some of his videos, but I respect him. I think he says a lot of things that I agree with. You know, his channel dead. Yeah, cyberbullying. That's what he does on there. Too much cyberbullying. Him and Tezza, basically. Yeah, yeah. Cyberbullying to the max. Ain't good. Yeah, they had beef or something online. It's just pathetic, you know. I mean, if you're like an anti-nihilist, right? You're trying to reduce pain and suffering. Why are you trying to increase it by bullying? You know, that doesn't make sense. That's why I don't understand like people that say these like they're anti-nihilists. They want to bully. They want to put others down. It just doesn't make sense. You know. Yeah, yeah. Batman, Robin turn evil. That's basically what it is. they transitioned. Unfortunate though, you know. I always like talking to interacting with them on the Discord voice chats, you know. Had some good conversations with them and then they just wanna switch up and shit. Yeah. I guess I was kind of a failed normie in a sense. I mean, I guess I wasn't a normie after all. I was a wannabe one, but it didn't work. Yeah, that is true, Vuri. Yep. The Joker was actually trying to make it a better place, but Batman's more of a conformist. Yeah, if you really look at it, it's what Batman's the evil guy. Yeah, I really don't care if they troll, to be honest with you. Let them keep doing it. It's just idiotic stuff. How's he a conformist? I guess he goes by the system and he helps. There's people that are corrupt in the movie, you know, if you watch it. And the Joker is like not like that, you know. He's kind of like a non-conformist in a way. He's like revolting. He's trying to, you know. I mean, I guess like if you watch the movie, it kind of is like that. Yeah, that's pathetic. He did that to Mr. Antoneos. That's probably why he's not on YouTube. I don't blame him, you know. Some bullshit. They make bot accounts. Yeah, that's pathetic too. I know they do. They're doing that to Shay. They're doing that to all of them. You know, it's just idiotic. Like, I don't get why they get entertained by that. You know, it's like sadistic. You know, it's kind of narcissistic in a way. It's immaturity too. You know, why they get joy in that? I don't know. Yeah, Dark Knight's probably the best. I think that's one of the best Batman movies. I think. Yeah, he quit YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I'll admit I didn't watch him too much, but there's some things I liked some of his videos, you know. I don't think he deserved to get treated like shit from them, you know. Who, Mr. Antoneos? I don't know what exactly happened to him, to be honest, why he deleted it, but that's my assumptions. He got tired of the trolls. He got tired of that bullshit. What's the point, you know? I think he's definitely I think he's dealing with something in his real life also, you know. Inkwell, it's just another. It's if INCL, no INCELS. That's what Rye's talking about. It's just it's just another way to hide the word, you know, if you know what I'm talking about. I actually didn't know what that shit was either. I was doing a reaction video of what's that guy's name? Fuck, what's that guy's name? Fucking I hate New Jersey recommends me him all the fucking time. What's his name? Yeah, Portality. Fucking. Yeah, I don't think YouTube cares. It looks like YouTube seems to not like when I mention that word. I get strikes when I mention that shit. You know? Yeah, created by the CIA. Yep. He did a good video on that. Hmm. Yeah, it is derogatory. I think it's the new bitch nowadays. Oh, I know his name now. His name's Emperor Dion. That guy. He would say inkwell all the time. And I didn't know what that shit was. I was trying to ask him, what is that, you know? Now I understand because of YouTube. Man. Oh, I see. Hmm. I didn't know that. I thought he was gone. Someone should link me in the channel. I'll subscribe to him. Yeah, he's not wrong. This world does suck in a lot of ways. People are shit too, you know? Yeah, I haven't heard of that word till this year too. Gooning. Some goo goo. I'm ready to goo right now. I'd rather call it that than goon, I guess. Yeah, I like Lorith Mafka. He's a underrated YouTuber. Shout out to him. He speaks a lot of real shit about like men's issues and friendships, loneliness, dating, all those things. He's very good. I like him. All right, I'll check it out, Race. I shit my pants. Okay. I didn't know that. Back pain. Yeah, I guess it can give you back pain sometimes. Like, I guess I know if I lay in bed too much, if I'm bored, I'm doing the left hand, you know? It's kind of, I will stand up my backward too, you know? Yeah, they are, but you kind of, if you watch those videos, it's true in a way, you know? It's true what he's saying. A lot of stuff. Renegade number one. Yeah, I never really watched him. I heard about him, about the black pill, but I never really got into him, really. I have to watch him, I guess, one of these days. I heard what happened to him, though. So, how long have I been depressed and hated life? I mean, uh, that's kind of tough, basically. There's times in my childhood where I was very depressed and I hated a lot of shit in my childhood, but I guess there's some things that I liked about it. And then I guess in college I was kind of more optimistic a little bit. So I actually liked it. But then when I dropped out, everything came to shit. I started seeing stuff, you know. I was starting to get more aware. I guess even when I was in college, I was actually getting like that a little bit. It was getting there. Like I was listening to music and like this guy's name's Chris Orwick, and he would talk about real shit, and I started to realize, damn, like when I'm older, this is gonna get worse, and I started to feel that way when I dropped out, and I started developing the bipolar disorder, and I got worse basically with certain things. That's when I started feeling like this, you know. It relieves your back pain. Man, 80 years old. Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, my grandpa's 93. It's crazy. I don't think I would ever live like that. You know, I don't think it's worth it. Hmm. Who's he to succeed? Fuck boomers. Yeah, I can't generalize all of them though. Not all of them are bad, but the ones that fucking say that Gen Z are lazy and they're they think that 18 an hour is a good wage when it isn't. Like, those people are, those boomers are something else, you know? Yeah, I remember watching Nikado Avocado when he was like that. Yep. He lost all the weight also, I think. I heard. Kind of crazy how he gained that weight and he lost it so fast, you know? Crazy, ain't it? 18, 20 years old. Yeah, I think me at 18 it was kind of bad. Got bullied a lot. But when I reached 20 it was a little better. And then right when I turned 22 and I dropped out, it started getting worse. It had up and downs and it just starts feeling that way, you know? Hmm. See if I'll look up any of those. I have time. Act like millennials. I mean, a lot of millennials act like boomers. Yeah, I guess there's ones that do. Yeah, I'll agree. I guess. I guess even Gen Z can act like that too. Yeah, we are getting older. Soon the millennials are gonna not be in the NBA no more. Be Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Yeah, I think social media kind of makes this worse. Also, it amplifies like how pointless life is because you have the information there, you absorb it, and you start to realize, hey, this life's something else, you know? Yeah, raised on a screen. Yep, I agree. I like Raymond. Raymond thoughts of mine. Yeah, I like him too. You know. Yeah, I don't agree with like his like God and some things he says about work, but he's very. I think he's very entertaining, and there's some things I like what he has to say too. I haven't watched him in a while, but I'm gonna try to watch him again. Um, yeah, I always liked Raymond though. Yeah, Raymond thoughts in mind. Yep, he's got a decent audience. He's got like 25K. So, all right, I'll see a couple beers. Is good talking to you, man. Wait, who's the 14-year-old? Oh, the 14-year-old's gotta be. That's Gen Alpha, I think. No, wait. Yeah, it has to be young, very young Gen Z, or it has to be like old Gen Alpha or something. Let's go, Trump. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's some things they did okay, but I feel like this country's still not doing well. I don't know. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. Yeah, 14 years old's gotta be Gen Alpha. Something like that. Yeah, I am tired. It's 3:30, so go to bed in 2 minutes, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna be trillionaires from him. Yeah, Boomer, X, Millennial, and Z. Yep. Silent generations before Boomer, I think, and then there's then the other ones like forget what the other generation is. Yeah, we're all tired of this bullshit. I agree. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean that's good. Even though you never has to be born, I guess you could still like your parents, you know. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, wagey mentality. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot, majority of them. You know, even if you like your parents, they have that mindset all the time. Yeah, dread. Yep. Errands and stuff. I mean, I'm gonna probably just do my YouTube videos tomorrow, and I'm gonna drop my car off later tomorrow. So yeah, yep. That's how that system works, basically. Inflation goes up, then prices of things are just something else. It's just crazy, you know. But I'm gonna be done this live. It's nice talking to you guys. We'll do a live tomorrow, and we'll do videos tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys later.